Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Happy Death Day. You know, this is the movie here that stars a girl that's stuck in the same nightmarish dream over and over again. So, just in case you didn't know what that was, I'm supposed to be gone right now, but I said let me stick around. This girl is mad at my poster for some reason. That's nuts. That's crazy. Why is she mad at my poster? I have no idea. She talking about it's disrespectful to women. It's my Hooters calendar, autographed by a friend of ours, Taylor. She'll get over it. We talked about it, but she'll get over it. But we're going to assess this movie in 1 second. Okay. Let the party begin. Sorry about that. Now let's get into Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day is a movie starring a girl named Tree. I ain't making this up. And what she is she's a bit of a, one of those preppy girls, rich stuck-up chick. And this is the same guy who did the Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. Yeah, his job. So he comes in and makes this movie where it's like Groundhog's Day. You've seen it from the trailer. They play 50 Cent's movie in it. And the actress that's the lead actress in here, Roth, she did a pretty decent job. I mean, for what this script was. This was more of a scary movie than it was a scary movie. It's not scary at all. It's really stupid. And then jokes they miss completely. And the style of it is just ridiculous. But they keep trying to go over and over again. Oh, I'm glad you did. I have fun hanging out with them, They're my Hooter girls. And this guy here who's in the baby Huey mask is out here trying to kill this woman. And you're saying Blumhouse and Universal. And she keeps having the same dream over and over again on her birthday. Some guy keeps murdering her on her birthday. It becomes repetitively boring early. And you're laughing at how dumb this really is. You're like, this is really stupid. This is a quick money grab. Yeah, that movie. It is really bad. You're going to laugh at how stupid it is. Then you're going to say, well, it's kind of better than a lot of movies I've seen this year. Meaning it's not the worst. Now, that movie, you've seen it before. Well, I have, because you watch a lot of movies. You've seen a movie just like this called Groundhog's Day. They mixed it in with a horror movie called Valentine. When a guy who had a cherub mask, whatever his name is, Cupid mask, walks around killing people. If you remember that movie, then this is what it's a cross of. Groundhog's Day and Valentine. Valentine was funny. This guy, every time he kills somebody, he has a nosebleed. It bleeds right through the mask. I'll do a movie review for Valentine, too, for those who missed it. But but yeah, in Valentine, it was hilarious because this guy would leave DNA evidence in every murder scene because his nose is dripping blood and nobody was able to pick up on it. I'm like, I'm like, well, his nose is dropping blood every time he kills somebody. This should be an easy solve. But this movie is so bad it's funny. Even the dialogue is bad in here. When you watch it, it was all about Denise Richards. It was like, let's make a movie featuring Denise Richards and put her in a bathing suit. It was pretty hilarious. We'll go over that at another time. But I wanted to at least give you my rating for this movie because I didn't want to waste time grabbing any extra clips or doing anything extra with this film whatsoever. I give this 2 stars out of 4. Meaning that it was funny, it was entertaining at points, but if you're like me, you've seen this before and it wasn't done well. You could tell this was amateur hour with the script, definitely. The director, I know what he was trying to do is make, teen bopper films, and this is going to do well. It's going to do well box office wise because of the people that's in the film. The people who's going to see this film are the people that's in it. Meaning snobby teenage girls. They're going to drag their snobby teenage boyfriends and they're going to want to go see something like that. So teeny boppers are going to be running to go see Happy Death Day. So they could be, oh my gosh, girl, you jumped. No, I didn't. This movie is fun. And it's like, yeah, I'm in the wrong theater. That happened to me before. I had to walk out. I just couldn't deal with it no more. I'm just like, they're doing this at the credits. I can't deal with the kids. I got to get out. Can't be a part of this. So how many of y'all in here, did y'all receive y'all notifications? How many of y'all received notifications when y'all got here? Okay, so at least I know it on this channel, you guys are receiving your notifications. Well said. Yeah, it was pretty rough. I gotta go ahead and watch my grandson perform. Let me hit this switch here. He's gonna want to go live. I'm gonna tell him we can't do that. It's gonna break his heart, but it is what it is. YouTube has made it that way. Yeah, he's drumming, he's playing musical instruments, he's getting down. The whole 9 yards. What's a good movie to watch, like at home or at the movies? Okay, Jared T, you're going a whole different way. Neil, what do you mean? Tell me exactly what you mean. At the movies right now? What's good? What you in the mood to see? Action, horror, drama, Tell me, Neil, what movie are you, like, what do you want to see? Oh, something funny? See here. Bram Stoker. That's a trivia question. Which is more terrifying, Bram Stoker or Dracula? Then that's why it was put as Bram Stoker's Dracula. Because Bram Stoker is a more terrifying name than Dracula. But I'm trying to think what's funny that's at the movies. Everything is like depressing or serious. I don't even know what's at the movies right now. Everybody was mad. Just a smidge. It's not a comedy. Bobby Riggs made it a comedy, but it's not a comedy. It has some funny parts in there because he was a male chauvinist pig, and he promoted that when he was playing there, and it showed the whole stance for women's rights. But when Billie Jean King and her finally going into lesbianism and becoming a lesbian, I don't want to see nobody cheating on their husband with a woman and her trying to hide the fact that she's finally likes women. And that had nothing to do with the movie. That was some extra stuff about her personal life. I wish they'd have just made 2 minutes. I didn't need to see that. That was my drawback from the film. But what I didn't know is that Bobby Riggs had played the other girl that beat her and became the #1 tennis player in the world. But because of what Billie Jean King did, taking a stance against the men, they looked at her as if she was the #1 player in the world. Because at the time she did, she was, but she lost. And the other girl became #1, and Bobby Riggs beat her easy. I'm going to tell you that's a good movie that's not getting a lot of press. I didn't even do a movie review for it yet, but I saw it in advance. It's called The Foreigner with Jackie Chan. My movie review might come a little later, like tonight or maybe tomorrow, but The Foreigner is good. Everybody believed Blade Runner flopped at the box office. It really didn't. The fact it made 30-something million in first week was remarkable. Because I told you, first off, you're cutting out anybody that's 13 to 25 is not finna watch Blade Runner. Nobody who's young, they're not caught into the Blade Runner fad. Blade Runner came out of a time when movies used to be built on story. They never said, well, let me throw an explosion in right here. We need to throw an explosion in right here. It's a 3-hour movie. Plus, you got people who've seen the movie and they're going around lying to people. It's spectacular. The visuals are spectacular. The music, the score, all of that is outstanding. But the story is so dumb, and it's like one big run around a circle. For what? And then they made it like, yeah, we're going to have part 3. I'm like, for what? Please just let me out the movie. I want to go home. All I thought about watching that movie was going to sleep. I don't even know if I did my movie review the same day. I'm like, look, I want out. Whatever out is, I want it. Well, Thor Ragnarok is already better than the second one. Thor: The Dark World is the worst MCU film made. Is Thor: The Dark World easy? Easy. The worst. There's nothing worse than that in the MCU universe. There's nothing worse than that film. You what? You enjoyed Thor: The Dark World? What? Get out of here, man. Nobody liked Thor: The Dark World. You being there, you just trying to be funny. You almost had me for a minute. Loki made it good. No, Loki tried to save it. And he wasn't even enough. Spider-Man 3 was better than Dark World. You got Venom, you got Sandman in it. It was a lot better. A lot better than Thor: Dark World. Once they brought in Kat Dennings back in there and gave her more dialogue, I said, oh. It was almost like, at least show some boobs or something like you do on Two Broke Girls. Show some cleavage for us to deal with your talking. Then you got the one guy, he just naked, running around, Skarsgård. I'm like, what is he doing? He just naked and running around like an idiot with these things. Oh, we could teleport back through time. All the planets are aligned. Thor wants to go live on Earth. It was just terrible. And whenever Natalie Portman didn't want to do it, they had to force her to do the role. Like, it's in your contract. She like, no! I don't want no parts of it. Get me out of this. They're like, you were signed on. You got to do it. With these crazy dark elves. He was the most uninteresting villain of all time. That was just a crazy way to bring in the ether. And then she just happened to be stupid enough to mess with it. It's like what? It was so dumb. She go up there and meet these gods or whatever, and she just in there talking stuff. Oh, so it's a CAT scan. Yeah, see, we got that on Earth. I'm like, will somebody get this woman out of my face? Fantastic Four is not a part of the MCU. But yes, that was bad. As long as they don't do any more sucking portals and closing portals, I'm fine. I don't want to see no more portals in any more movies that's got something to do with superheroes. Okay, the Avengers used the portal, it's done. Fantastic Four comes along, they want to use the portal. Oh, what my cologne is? Oh, that's Mercedes cologne. You know, I drive a Mercedes. I should smell like one. But let me stop this live chat so that people here who want to go and see the movie review. Galactus was a storm cloud. I thought Galactus was the universe. I'm trying to think of what's playing at the movie theater. I really don't know what's playing at the movie theater. Thanos is going to use portals to arrive. But I'm talking about, we're going to get sucked in a portal. We got to close the portal, or we're going to die. I know some crazy people that didn't like Doctor Strange, and I don't know why. That was strange to me. I'm trying to think, what's playing at the movie that's really good? I feel that. Well, the way they made Galactus a storm cloud in the Rise of the Silver Surfer, that was a bit nuts. I don't think they had the Rise of the Silver Surfer had a lot of problems. See, here's what you didn't know. Vin Diesel was supposed to be the Silver Surfer. Vin Diesel had signed on to be the Silver Surfer. And he had 3 projects at that time. He had the Chronicles of Riddick. He had Triple X. And then he had Silver Surfer. Fox could not come to an agreement with him because he wanted to do his Triple X movie, and they're like, well, we want to tie you into a series with the Fantastic Four. They could not come to an agreement, so it cost them about the same amount of money to just use CGI, saying we're not going to use the Silver Surfer in that many scenes. But we gotta have the Rise of the Silver Surfer. And that's when everybody was using Rise. You gotta have Rise of something. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Rise. That's like, why do we gotta have Rise of everything? We can go see it. You can't be that creative. Everything's got to rise. So, I'm sorry, I'm talking y'all head off. Y'all probably don't want to hear about all this detail. Because I feel bad for those who come in here to hear about that Death Day movie. They're like, I don't want to hear this. I want to take my girl to go see Happy Death Day. Listen, the movie will get you laid. Now, it probably won't. This is not going to get you laid. This movie here is not going to get you laid. This movie here is for teenagers. This is not for any adult going to see it. This movie will not get you laid. No woman will be terrified of this. She going to laugh. The jokes are so corny, they don't even land. It's really corny. And it's a 2-star movie. I'll give it to you 2 stars because the people in the film actually tried to act. They said, we know this is bad, but I'm going to be good. I'm going to be great. And I'm going to give a great performance in this bad film. And this girl, her last name is Roth. That's about all I know. She's the star of this movie. You know, and I'm like, y'all couldn't think of a better name for her than Tree? Tree? Was she part of the Phoenix family? For y'all who don't know, River Phoenix, Leaf Phoenix, who's known as Joaquin Phoenix right now. Yes, I gave it 2 stars because they tried to act and the style of it was effective. 2 out of 4, meaning that it's watchable. Because it's more like a scary movie. If you can go in there, you'll watch it. It's not like, it's something you've seen already. You know, you're like, okay, this is there. You'll watch it. We Own the Night. We Own the Night is good. But I'll tell you right now, it's not better than The Master. The Master is one of his best movies. Joaquin Phoenix's best movies is The Master. And that's when Amy Adams should have probably won the Oscar. Or definitely Joaquin Phoenix. I forgot who won it that year, but Joaquin Phoenix definitely had a stellar performance in that for The Master. He was incredible. And what The Master is, it was really about Scientology. It's like the start of Scientology. Oh, Walk the Line? Yeah, he was great in that too. But his name used to be Leaf, and he changed his name to Joaquin because his family was a bunch of pothead hippies. And River Phoenix, Leaf Phoenix, they had Autumn. They got all the names was... I can't understand Inherent Vice to save my life. It's one of those retro films that's just, it's funny at times and it just don't make any sense. And it is Inherent Vice. That's exactly what it is. I feel bad. I feel like I'm keeping you and holding you guys online. So I'm going to let you guys go. It's been fun. We'll talk about it later.